Okay. Hope all is well. Um, had a nice dinner and had more or less the nicest week of work I had to do, in spite of all the emails. But aside from that, um, in all due seriousness, I had a wonderful weekend, or week, I should say. But I'm definitely ready for the weekend because it's time! And hello to Brandon Cornwell. And of course, we have the. Hang on a second. Let me go back and make sure I got my notes ready. But it is great to see you there, Mr. Cornwell, Spike Ryan. And of course, we have. This time around, we only have one game today, but it's a big one. And hello to Patty. Speaking of which, before I forget, it is great to see Patty again, and I understand. I mean, I understand why. I just don't want to elaborate on it too much. But it is great to see you. And there's Brooklyn Joker, Tenu. Always great to see the regulars. Love you guys. Seriously, I do. Who am I? Oh, and actually, as a matter of fact, Patty, you're in action today. And hello to Rick Kane too. All right, so our one game is it's fine. Thankfully the weather's really nice. Yeah, no, I've heard that Skype is going out, but honestly, without Skype, there's no Discord and nothing else really, no Zoom and or nothing. But it is sad that Skype's going to be gone. So, but for the while, no, I've heard about Gene Hackman, and again, I don't know how it happened, so I can't really say. But well, like he wasn't like my what's the word? Like he wasn't someone who I um like he wasn't like an idol or anything, but I also understand he had his fans, and I wish nothing but the best for them. Wait, another wrestler passed away too? Oh no. And hello to Frostbite. I didn't realize that was you until you said it. Well, happy birthday tomorrow, and I hope you do stay safe, my friend. Who's Dade County? Oh no, I did not realize that. I'm so sorry. I'm hopeful that you have a home now, but I'm terribly sorry that that happened to you. Dead with a dog. No, I mean I've heard about it. It's just yeah, I heard about it, but I just didn't know like, and the jury's still out as to what happened, but I can't say for sure. But anyway, I certainly don't want to stay on that topic for too long. But without a doubt, yeah, I did like him, and I'm hopeful for. I hope that the worst is over for you, my friend. I can't say I know what happened, so I can't give advice or anything. But all I can say is I hope for nothing but the best. I really do. But I'm sorry about that. Osamu Nishimura. I've never heard of him, but I imagine he's from Japan. And well, I guess if I was in uh, Poodle, I probably would have. Well, I mean, of course, I hadn't heard of him before, so perhaps maybe I'll learn about him and see. Oh, Shinsuke Nakamura's brother. Oh, I see. I did not know that that was him. But I'm very sad for him. You know, indeed. But I'm sorry that it happened. Really. Okay. So now I will get their game ready. Like I said, this is going to be one game today. So we have the Bengals. No, you're just in time, Ultra Spy. How could you miss it? I mean, I only just started, my friend. Unless you're talking about the entirety of the season, then yeah, you did miss it. But anyway. Oh yeah, Joker, you got picked up by the New York Jets, and as it stands, you're still in the playoffs. In fact, you guys made it to the semifinals. So this is the last of our quarterfinal matchups, actually. But Leo picked you up, actually. So big props to him picking you up and putting you with the other New York team. Okay, so I'm just gonna let those in this game know that they're here. So I believe Patty's in the Patty Chase is in the chat, but I'll let everybody else know. And this is a good time to go get snacks and stuff like that. How many players in each team? Well, I guess the better question is, well, in total, I have 40. Oh, because you want to be in. Okay. I have a total of 40 players, but of course, some of them are. How do I put this? We're down to 5 teams. We started with 12, but now we're down to 5 right now. But I can put you on the list for next season, so it's fine. As a player, of course. And then there's Isaiah the King. I think this is the second, or I forget how many. It's been a while since I've seen Isaiah but it's the second time I've seen him for a time. Yeah, but we'll start you out as a player just so you have an idea of how the thing works, though. Anyway, let me just get the. No worries, and plus this is a good way to see how it works, though. Oh, you are? Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. Let me see if I put. Okay, where's the list? Where did I put it? Oh, here. Got the list right here. All right. Oh yeah, Joker. Which team, my friend? I forgot to ask you that. Brooklyn Joker. Oh, the Giants. All right. Oh, New York Giants. Okay, got it. All right. Now I'm just gonna let those in this game know. So this will take a few moments, but like I said, this will. All right. Okay, so I got Atticus. Let me get. Oh yeah, Gregory Blakely, aka Dragonheart. Oh, okay. Well, let me. Who are those teams? As in, like the teams you're looking at on the screen? Who's Isaiah the King? Oh, Isaiah the King. Okay. If I can spell his name correctly, that's on me. Isaiah the King. And hey, what's up, Sonic McCracken? I am doing one game, and then after that, if time permits, I might do something else. So, all right. But I'm just letting people that are in this game know that they're up next. Hey, what's up, Lexi? Well, yes, Lexi and Atticus. But yeah, great to see you, Lexi. And I apologize for. Well, I didn't intend to ask for a shout out on Pika's channel, but it was awesome that I got it. But yeah, great to see you. And then hello to Jamar Games. Um, aren't getting 25. Can I bring Melissa back at BTW at some point? Well, I'm fine with that. Well, that is, I just have to make sure I have enough room to do it, but I have no issue with that. Oh, okay. Well, I'll also have to look out for other talent, but if no one else comes in, I'm more than happy to bring Lissa back into this. Oh wait, AJ's live right now? Oh, well, that's our friend. Well, that's Chloe. But hey, the thing is, Chloe's a youngster. I'll just say that, Lexi. I don't think she intended to break the rules, but when you're young, you just do what you do, but you don't realize that you what is it, break a rule until somebody actually tells you about it. But no, I just think that it was more so that that it's like when she's young and probably didn't know the rules. But that's all I will say though. Score for the game, TJ. Oh, I see. But again, she's young. She's I don't want to say she's a special child, but I mean she's a special friend. I'm gonna tell you that. But I don't think she's even doing that out of spite or anything. I just think that's just her nature, really. But again, I can't really speak too much on for her or anything like that. I can only just I can only speculate is what I'm trying to get at. But it's all good though. Leo said Lissa can have his spot. Well, oh, that's right. I forgot. Leo said he was going to step down, but well, I still have him booked for the Superstar Rumble, so I don't know what will happen if he wins. So, but I will consider it though, definitely. All right. I'm just letting people that are. Well, I guess if you didn't know, I was. How do I put this? I'm probably going to skip out on it just so I can get a PS5 because I have a PS4. And because it's not universal, like in terms of the creations, like I can't go from a PS5 to a PS4 or vice versa, and it's not as universal as say 2K24 or 2K23. It's like, well, why get it now? Obviously, if I had a PS5, sure I'd get it, but again, I don't. So, but that's not to say I wasn't considering it because I was, but in the end, I just decided, you know what, just to give it a rest and wait until 2K26. That's all I will say. Okay. Okay, so I got Patty. All right, so I got two more people, and then I get, well, two more people for the Bengals, and then I gotta invite those from the Lions. Well, let Lissa be in the Rumble. Well, I mean, obviously I can't put her in the men's Rumble, but hey. Well, all right. I will try to find a spot for Lissa, and maybe even a few new people. I can tell you that. And hello to Primetime. I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. When is the game starting? As soon as I let people know that are in this game know that it's gonna start. So I'm sorry, Isaiah, but I'm trying to get through it as quickly as I can. But hey, sure, you got it. You got it. If I didn't say yes, yes, that's fine. There, Leo. It's all good. Okay. And then triple beat. Okay. I'll move ahead a little bit here. But also, yeah, welcome to the show there, Prime Time. And there's Carol. And of course, Carol, you're on the field, and I know it's not your favorite team, like the Colts, but it's on the Bengals though. Going back and forth between this and an AJ show. I didn't know AJ was going to do a show, but hey, it's all good though. I guess. Well, then again, he probably would have told me if it was to involve me or something. I don't know, but yeah, AJ's cool. I definitely love AJ as a friend. He's like my brother, you know. Okay. Just make sure I start it up. Well, I suppose it's been long enough. I don't want to keep people waiting. It's just the number of players that are on each team is like I have one, two, three, four. I have 7 players on the Bengals or created players, and then on the Lions, there are 6. But yeah, great to see you there, Wally Johnson.
From Ford Field
all right, let me get Joshua.
It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Downtown between
it's a battle of the cats. Oh, Wally, let me see. Wally.
Which first opened back in 2002.
Well, wait, where did I put Wally?
What should prove to be a good one.
Wally.
Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Detroit Lions.
I'm trying to find your. Where's Wally? Oh, you're on the Baltimore Ravens. You got picked up as a free agent. Now, the Baltimore Ravens have already advanced to the semifinals, but this is the last of the second round matchups, and there you see Dan Campbell. The head coach of the Lions. Okay. And then Mike Wasson.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Ford Field.
All right. All right, so we're going to start with Detroit, and Detroit's going to start with the ball.
At the 25-yard line.
Still inviting other people, but...
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1.
Of course, you have Jared Goff as the quarterback, and he did pretty well in the regular season, but he struggled in the postseason this year. So we'll find out if he can shake it off and perform much better here than he did in the playoffs and in real life.
To Montgomery to begin the drive.
And well, unfortunately, they lose 2 yards. So now it's a 2nd and 2 at the 22. Big play by the defense, though.
Because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but
wow, got past the run, and it was Hubbard who got him. Oh, I'm sorry, Wally. I guess you wanted to see yourself, but I'm very sorry that you didn't get a game today. But
first play of the drive goes
but yeah, I will definitely feature you on the next show there, Wally. On was it Saturday? Tomorrow. So it's all good.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Okay.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Goff.
All right, now Goff gets the pass off.
That's Gibbs.
But does he get enough to, well, he got it to Gibbs, but he falls 1 yard short of a first down. And not a bad first not a bad first series for the defense for Cincinnati. I don't know if it does, or who knows? Maybe it kind of does throughout the game, but just within the game, that is. I don't know if that. Not sure if that is a thing, or because it's different with each game. I can tell you that right now.
Pushing through the contact.
Or actually, it probably could, but within one game, that is. A legal block in the back.
The offense knew it.
And what that does is that pushes him back.
That one is accepted.
But yeah, it could, I guess. I mean, I wish I had a much better definitive answer, but I never really thought of it until you brought it up, so it's all good. Oh, incomplete. For a moment, I thought he had caught it, but he didn't. 2nd and 10.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covering up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow.
Now Burrow with the completion and a first down.
That's Black.
And he got it to, I believe that's Atticus Black.
Well, they go with a slant that time.
And I'll go into like who's on each team in a moment. I'm almost done with the invites. That's the only thing that was keeping me from starting the game like from the off. It was just trying to let people know. But I'm almost done, thankfully. All right, now it's done. Now I can give my full and undivided attention here. My apologies. All right, now 1st and 10.
Now Burrow.
Joe Burrow with a completion and out of bounds.
And he goes out right around the 39.
And that's for, well, that was to Boyd, and that was for 8 yards on that.
Second down and just a couple.
But also, I may as well ask Ultra Spicy Bro, like, I wonder what positions you would play. Like, do you play defense, offense, things like that? And nice throw there to, nice throw and a nice catch by, well, nice throw there by Joe Burrow and a great catch there by Jamar Chase. And a nice tackle there by Blade Charge to prevent any further damage. There you see some of the players. But anyway,
they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
You can download it on your phone. Well, I don't know if you, well,
have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I don't, how do I put this? I wouldn't just download, well, how do I put this? I keep forgetting I'm not your parent, but it's just, proceed with caution, please. And especially for your parents, because I would hate for your parents to get a nasty phone bill all because you didn't bother to ask them or anything like that. And the reason I mention that is because that happened to me, where I downloaded something and then I pretty much got punched in the face for that.
Perfectly executed crossing route.
Or at least, and not to mention,
so the ball moves in.
Yeah, I mean, you can, but once you are at a certain age where you know what you're doing, that's fine. It's just, you know, I'm just trying to, I'm just telling you not to, so you don't get in trouble. That's all I'm trying to say. So,
It's second down.
Okay.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down.
Yeah, it's just, you know, I don't want you to get in trouble, and I don't want your parents to get so mad that they take it out on you, or they, you know, reduce your allowance or something like that. You know, that's what it is. And absolutely understandable, Tenu. Ooh, nice move there.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the line.
All right, so number 31 is Atticus Black, who is the wide receiver. The other offensive players or custom players that are on the Bengals on offense include offensive tackle Gregory Blakely, otherwise known as Dragonheart. And then, of course, you have myself at tight end and Triple B at offensive guard. Hey, what's up, Riley? How you doing, man?
It's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got
Great to see you, though.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing I did notice from Ultra Spicy Bro was the fact that he has his own channel and he has his own videos.
They got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered,
and I do respect the fact that he makes his own videos, and they're pretty awesome. They're pretty good. And also, hey, what's up, Blade Charge? Blade Charge are on the Lions, the team in blue.
It's 3rd and 4 now.
And speaking of the team of blue on defense, you have Blade Charge at cornerback. You have Mike Watson at defensive end, and Joshua James at linebacker.
This now a 3rd and 4.
So those are some game. There are a lot of games that you played. They're really fun. Oh, nice defensive play though by the Lions.
Losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way.
All right, well, good play there by the defense to force a 4th down.
4th down.
However, they get close enough to go for a field goal.
A chip shot here.
And of course, the punter slash kicker is Patty Chase for the Bengals. There she is. Yes, we have. So yeah, we have Patty Chase as the kicker.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does.
Of course, Blade Charge has his own channel too, and I understand that. Well, I mean, he's been making content for years and years, so he's got some he's got some material, is what I was trying to say, and a VTuber too. So if you like VTuber, you can check him out.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
But no, it's not a problem there, Ultra Spicy Bro.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the
or actually, who knows? Maybe you might be old enough, more older than I think you might be. But then again, I can only speculate. But also to Riley, how is everything going in Riley land?
Ready to begin their drive.
Or Gifted Bestie land, I guess.
Time, but actually they didn't even get to
they hand it off, and
strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't
well, they get it to Jameer Gibbs for 4 yards.
Trying to think with them here. Trying to play field position, maybe.
So for the Lions on offense, you have Jose Blanco at wide receiver. You have an offensive guard in Louis Levanguer. Or actually, you have 2 offensive guards, Louis Levanguer and King Ace.
Now a 2nd and 6.
And on defense, I'll get to that in a moment. But now the Lions are 2nd and 6.
This time Montgomery.
Oh, Montgomery gets a first down and a little bit more.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and
a gain of 10 and a first down.
And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their
so
job,
for the Bengals on defense, you have at strong safety Jennifer Wolverine, linebacker Carol Parks. Oh, and that's it. There.
And create extra space. You've kind of hit the jackpot there.
But yeah, Ultra Spicy Bro, like, are you an offensive player?
Line of scrimmage,
or a defensive player, or are you one of those big guys that like to get in the trenches, like blocking or trying to get to the quarterback, things like that?
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll go out near
or do you just play whatever the team needs you to be? Because, there are people that do that.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and the timing's got to be correct on this one.
I will say that you do a good job when it comes to, like, inviting people to play. Especially those who are like, hey, Ultra Spicy Bro, mind if I play? Or whenever you and Connor play with the dice on Switch Gaming's channel.
Which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty.
Just thought I'd mention that part. Back to this game, though. I don't want to take anything away from the game, though. So there was a challenge on whether that was a first down or not. Or
so the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain.
Oh, that was the challenge on the Cincinnati, and by losing the challenge, they lose a timeout. Well, we try to be. We try to be. We try to be. They hand it off. No, wait! And Hendrickson gets the sack on Jared Goff. Nobody picked up Hendrickson. That was a loss of 9 yards, man.
Right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive
perspective, and number 68 could not hold him.
And how about a couple of leaps
you just came in. I just came for a bot.
Coming up here to try and gain that
have to sleep for work. I mean, I understand though. Wait, came in for a bot? Unless you probably mean like you just came to see and check up on me, which I appreciate, by the way. But hey, if you need to, get to work or get ready for work, that's for a bit. Oh, okay. Have to sleep for work. All right, not a problem though. Blade Charge, I appreciate that. But yeah, for everybody else, you guys can check out Blade Charge, especially if you like the VTuber stuff, which I do, because there aren't too many dudes that do VTuber, and he's one of them.
Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need.
All right, so 3rd and 14 for the Lions to get a first down. Well, they get the completion, but they don't get enough. They don't get a first down. And in fact, the Lions are not able to move the ball as well as they should. I mean, if the 2023 and their 2024 counterparts are anything to go by.
But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
All right, so 4th and 7.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th.
Oh yeah, there's Jack Fox. I do know who he is, and let's see how he does.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds.
Well, it goes to the 24.
Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
Not bad. Not bad. About
points, but it was a
average starting field
position.
position.
When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Oh, and again, I really did not know that AJ was going to have a show of his own, let alone I had no idea he was going to do his wrestling show. All right, I will go and check and see how he's doing.
Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
All right, so I'll watch a little bit of his show, but I still got to do this show here too. Nice catch there by Jamar Chase. I'll say this, though. The Cincinnati Bengals have been very consistent when it comes to moving the ball and putting themselves in position to score points. And if that continues, then Cincinnati's probably going to win this. I mean, this would be somewhat of a mild upset, if anything. Because, of course, Detroit, the last 2 years, I mean, they've had some great teams. And their 2023 counterpart made it to the NFC Championship game.
Let's see if they do it anyway. First down. Here's Burrow.
And an incompletion.
But it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
All right, so Burrow with another completion, and this could be, I believe, touchdown, Cincinnati. Cincinnati with a big catch by Jamar Chase. I mean, great throw there by Joe Burrow, of course.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide
And then,
receiver's perspective,
wow, they
the plays they dream
completely misread the play. And I don't know what else to say except that was just a great play by Jamar Chase. And Detroit is in trouble. They're going to have to find another way to stop them. But also get some points on the board too. But great job there, and of course Patty is going to kick the extra point. So Patty herself is responsible for 4 of those points.
Just a 4-play drive that time, and it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Of course, Dan Campbell, to his credit, isn't giving up, but he knows that he cannot afford, that his team cannot afford to fall behind, knowing what I know of him.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
That is true there, Otenu. That is true. In fact, if you're wondering, how is it that I made Patty? Well, what I did was first, yes, even though Patty's model is a dude, I just had to make it. I just had to make the character model clean shaven. I had to make the belly as small as it can be and the chest as large as it can be to mimic the fact that it's, you know, a lady in uniform.
on first down, it's gone. A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
I mean, of course, there are obvious exceptions, but for the most part, I had to give him the Mulan treatment, is what I'm trying to get at.
And they'll be left with second in a couple.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. They recently added the WNBA mode, which I thought that was pretty cool. So that way,
Absolutely, because here we are.
you know, young ladies can be like, hey, I want to create a player to go to the WNBA. You know,
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
which is pretty cool. But really, there is one cool thing I will say. The NHL series, you can actually make a woman full stock, and you can put them on the men's team, and their skills would be on par, or their attributes and skills would be on par with the dudes. So in other words, you're able to have you know, women in the game, you know, including Patty. But yes, you can actually make full stock a woman in the NHL games. I'm serious. Of course, Tenu would know. Well, yeah, that is a good question. Does Ultra Spicy Bro have a... No, he doesn't. Well, if you ever decide to get one, you can let me know. But yeah, Tenu has one, and he's with Switch. Right now it's 3rd and 7, and for Detroit, this is a big third down conversion for them because they need to get this one. Goff. Wow! Goff, just like he did in the playoffs in real life, is falling apart. Everything's falling apart! So, what happened was the quarterback for Detroit got sacked by the defense from Cincinnati. Bad for the offense, good for the defense.
Taken from just outside the 30.
Well, I mean, you do have... Well, I consider YouTube a social media platform because really you're just... You're either leaving comments or, in my case, leaving comments and making videos and things like that. No, I consider YouTube a social media platform. But in terms of just for social media or for socializing, well, there's that. But although I could see, you know, with the parental supervision thing, I can understand that.
Try and start this drive in the air. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And he gets nice pickup of 9, and I didn't see who caught that ball.
The same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like
Let's
that
see.
make a catch,
Wait, who's that? Oh, hey, that's me. TJ Toad, number 82. Yes, that's actually me right there. Not to toot my own horn. There's Gregory Blakely, number 78.
But boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On second down, here's Burrow.
Another completion to Jamar Chase. My goodness, they cannot stop Chase. They cannot stop Burrow. They can't stop the Bengals, man. Oh, thank you, Patty. But yeah, Patty, like, out of character, like, what do you think of your character model in this game? I hope I did a good job with it. Like for real. But thank you for the kind words there, Patty.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
And Burrow with another completion to Jamar Chase for a touchdown, and the Bengals are dominating. Oh, thank you so much, Patty. And also my best regards to you and Mitty.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
Okay. Well, hey, I'll have to
It's 17.
Let me put you on the wait list there. And then I have to figure out like who's going to stay, who goes, and then whoever goes, I can put you in there. Same thing with all the other sport games I have, except for basketball because I don't have that. Your home city, Detroit Lions. I did not know that. The two oh, that's right. I forgot. Jamar Chase and Patty Chase, but obviously they're not related. The team with the lead is Cincinnati, as you can see on the top of your screen. You'll see next to Sin, which is Cincinnati, that's 17 points. And then on the other side of that scoreboard is 0. And next to it is Detroit, D-E-T. That's Detroit. And they have 0 points. So right now, Cincinnati leads 17-0. Now, Detroit has one more play to run, but let's find out if they're going to try to make a big play or just take it into the half. They're going to take it into the half. Okay.
Once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando,
I guess
check in with John
I suppose.
For our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Okay, so Detroit is going to kick the ball off to Cincinnati. So it's, you know, I have seen Detroit once before come back from, you know, a 19-6 deficit, but a 17-0 deficit. It's still possible, but they got to score touchdowns, and better yet, they got to get stops. They got to be able to stop Cincinnati, get the ball back, score, and score each and every single time. But for Atticus, on the other hand, the GM of the team, but yeah, for the general manager of the team, Atticus, who put this team together, I got to say, with the additions that they made, it's opened up plays for this man right here, Jamar Chase, the wide receiver, as well as quarterback Joe Burrow.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage.
I mean, they already had solid pieces before then, but the additions that Atticus Black made in putting this team together have gone very, very well.
We'll see what else he has in store for us.
But on the other hand, as we all know, it's never over until it is.
Mixon will get it to start.
Mixon
and
gets 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action.
Fakes the handoff. And gets an open Jamar Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All right, now Burrow goes for a long one. No.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it
but good coverage, though, by Cincinnati.
And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
All right, but I've added Just to the wait list, so for next season I can put you in there, dude. But I mean, you got your bases covered there. I mean, you have yourself at wide receiver. Well, I mean, you have yourself and myself, and then you have a linebacker. You also have a strong safety and an offensive tackle. And then, of course, you have your punter and kicker. But man, wait. So picking your team was easy. Yeah, they were. You just had to fix whatever defensive liabilities that the team would have had. As it is, though. And he made a touch. Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah. Patrick Mahomes, he can make throws like that. Of course, you definitely should not overlook Joe Burrow, as he's only one of two quarterbacks. Well, now make it three quarterbacks that have ever beaten Mahomes in the playoffs. The other two, one of them was Jalen Hurts. We saw him do that in this year's Super Bowl. Joe Burrow did it in the 2021 AFC Championship, and then, or the Conference Championship, excuse me. And then the first to do it was Tom Brady. And Tom Brady did it twice. Because, of course he did. He's Tom Brady. But no, Patrick Mahomes, he can throw fit, like, especially when he first started out. Man, he was throwing it like it was nobody's business. Although he hasn't been doing it lately. But yeah, I do remember him doing those type of plays, which is insane.
In need of only about the length of the football here on
all right, so second and inches for Cincinnati. They hand it off. Mixon doesn't get much, but he gets just enough to keep the drive alive.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting.
Yeah, Mahomes can't win when Brady is anywhere near. Oh, okay. No, I get it now, because Brady was working the Super Bowl for Fox.
So here's a 1st and 10.
And, of course, Brady wasn't nearby, the previous 2 years where Mahomes and the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. What is that supposed to mean? Well, hey, it's one of those, if you know, you know, and if you don't, well, you'll learn soon enough.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
2nd and 3 at the 12. I mean, if Cincinnati gets this, I mean, they pretty much clinch it.
On 2nd down,
I mean, it's not over, but it wouldn't help.
That's Boyd.
Well, Boyd gets the completion.
Game so far, this one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone.
And gets the... Wow. Nice throw there by Joe Burrow. But who did he get it to? Yep, that's right. He got it to your boy, Toad. That'd be me.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah,
let's see.
Yeah,
well, in fact, nobody picked me up.
No reason to wait.
I mean, yeah, there were players nearby, but they weren't covering me. Nobody covered me. Well, Atticus, I'm very happy to help you win this time around, Atticus. Thank you for picking me up, man. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. And another extra point for Patty.
75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Well, at this point,
oh.
Oh, okay, so Atticus is going to answer Spicy Bro's question. He lost against Brady when he was with the Bucks and the Patriots.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession.
So he directly lost to Tom Brady when he was the quarterback of each of those teams, the Buccaneers and the Patriots. And then he lost to Philadelphia when Tom Brady, by that point, had already retired, and Brady's doing commentary. So it's kind of like a recurring joke, if anything.
At their own 26.
Troll warning, I got rid of it. Wait, troll warning. Wait, troll?
And he will lose yardage and be back.
Where's the troll?
To the 24. Across the line and to the ball.
Well, whoever you got rid of, I appreciate it. Patty, thank you so much. Wow, Gibbs. Gibbs is just not getting anything going. 91. Who's number 91? Oh, that's Hendrickson. Hendrickson just kicking so much butt and it's just stopping the run. And hey, Paper Tay. Oh, somebody talking. Oh, okay. Oh, so it was that. Okay.
Another run for Gibbs here. They're gonna drop.
But yeah, great to see there, Paper Tay.
Things going from bad to worse. Third down.
And it's kind of funny because myself and AJ are streaming, and we're streaming different games. So if you like football, you can stay here. But if you like wrestling, you can go check out what he's doing. Yeah, no, understandable. Lotus Thunder. What kind of name is that? He ain't no god. In fact, he's no good.
A third down now.
Yeah, you can check out AJ and what he's doing, though. No, and you know what? You're right. I refuse to give anything like that energy. You know, it's like, oh, well, he does get the completion, but he only gets 1 yard. Man, Cincinnati just absolutely destroying everybody on whether it's offensively or defensively. Defensively, they're not allowing Detroit any points. They can't even move the ball. And the Bengals, they're just taking points whenever they want. I mean, a total blowout.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
I mean, granted, this was at around the start of the 2023 season, so they hadn't established themselves, technically speaking. But still, the parts are there. Why do you Why do I keep stealing people's creations?
At this stage of the game in the second half, down 3
I think you're
scores,
just.
I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Yeah, just get him out of here. Again, this is just somebody just. This is just like, it's stupidity, really. It's like, I mean, that's all I have to say about it.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
Yeah, like in the next game, it would have been decent, and heck, I imagine that by the time we get to, you know, Madden 26, it'll reflect what happened. Well, then again, who knows? But I just know that in 25, they were better. But hey, what do I know?
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns.
But we'll see, you know.
Stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
But then, of course, I am getting a PS5, so of course I have to give myself as much time as I can, and mainly just get my money's worth on some of these games I have still. They hand it off, and wow, what blocking! And another touchdown. I mean, the Lions are just losing this cat fight, and it's a one-sided beatdown. I mean, the Bengals, the tiger-like cats, are beating up the Lions.
Just get the first down.
But one thing that's the Lions are they're not dominating. They're getting dominated. It's the Bengals that are dominating. Got the wrong team, my friend. But I mean, you're young, so I forgive you for that. Well, then again, why am I forgiving you? You are forgiven for that. But no, you had the other team mixed up, though. No, it's the team in white that's dominating the Lions, and the Lions just cannot figure out anything. But on the other hand, that's kind of what happened in the playoffs for the Lions in real life. Thank you very much, Mitty.
After the touchdown, McPherson
I should use sub mode only, to be honest. I mean, the only reason I don't use it is what if new people want to come on in? You know, I want to make sure that that I meet new people and, you know, anyone who has heard of me. That's the only thing that has kept me from doing it. Now, if this becomes a problem to a point where I have no other choice but to do it, I'll do it. It's one of those ones. Okay. Well, I'll have to experiment with that and see how it works. I'll have to set it. I'll have to see what settings I can do. Oh, almost got picked off again. Oh, that was you who did that? Oh, no worries there, Ultra Spicy. I mean, hey. Like, I didn't know all the teams when I first started, so it's all good. Well, AJ, it's not your fault. It's just the trolls that cause trouble for you, and then they just cause trouble for anybody that's associated with you. So I was bound to get something like that. And to be fair, AJ, if I had my fair share of haters, who's to say they don't go after you just because of me? So, you know, it's all about guilt via association, and it's not your fault, AJ. It really is not. But anyway, this is our one game, and then after the one game, if AJ's still going, I'll completely focus on what's going on with AJ. I'm surprised. Well, I'm not going to say what's going on in AJ's chat, but I'm in there.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
Well, Goff does finally get a pass off, but he only gets 2 yards. Just well covered by the Bengals. Well, Atticus, I'm happy that it worked out well, at least against Detroit. And if this holds up, let's take a look and see what happens. So the Dallas Cowboys have already advanced, and they are the highest remaining seed. And if this score holds up, we're going to have the House of Black explode. Semi-final edition.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back.
I mean, of course, had Detroit won, then it would have been them and the Ravens, and then the Jets would have had to go to the Cowboys. But instead, if this holds up, Cincinnati is going to be taking on the Cowboys.
In search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh yeah, let me do that. Let me do this for AJ while I have a chance.
Territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. To the air again, Goff. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Okay, there we go.
When you have a guy who can pick
Oh,
up
who's
those
the
types of
well?
runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains,
If this score holds, and I believe it will, I believe that it will.
because you're opening things up.
So while the Dallas Cowboys are going to host the Bengals, as the Bengals are the lowest remaining seed and the Cowboys are the highest remaining seed, and fumble. Well, Detroit recovered the fumble, but they lost a lot of yards on that one by Decker. Decker recovered it. So what's going to happen is that the Ravens are going to host the New York Jets. So the Ravens get a home game they probably didn't think they were going to get, but they got it. So the Ravens are going to host the Jets. Cincinnati came to play, but Detroit, just like they did in real life, and it wasn't just Goff, everybody just couldn't. Okay, well, now Detroit has finally moved the ball, but by now, it's maybe too little too late. But no, Cincinnati dominated this game. You know, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow doing their thing. The defense preventing, putting a goose egg up on the board. Oh,
that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, Ravens versus Jets. I mean, that's what it's going to be. But I'm very sorry about that, Jose. But then again, this could have easily gone the other way. We could have easily seen the Lions win, or we could have easily seen a closer game than what we got. Well, now Detroit has a chance to put some points on the board. And they do. So, yes, it's going to be the Ravens and the Jets.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get
But I imagine Jose can't be too happy. I mean, then again, you wouldn't be.
Been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Hey, Brandon Cuevas, what's up?
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Well, I mean,
ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the
what can I say?
scoreboard.
They just didn't. They just
3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives.
still, Cincinnati still would have found a way to make it close. They could have, but I don't know. I mean, then again, who knows how? Who knows whether this game turns out the way it does? But I mean, I don't blame them. But it's just, hey, it is what it is.
The way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Though if you're Atticus, on the other hand, you've definitely got to be happy. Well, that time they limited it to 2 yards, but at this point the clock is their friend.
Got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
All right. And Cincinnati runs out the clck. And, of course, Dan Campbell not very happy. But that's nothing compared to how unhappy Jose is.
And an absolute rarity.
A
when we watch games now
31-3
because
thumping.
defenses have put
And
such an
the Lions
emphasis
are
on
just
taking the ball
at a
away.
loss of what happened.
Well, what
But
we saw here was offenses spending
but
their
though I
time
give them
saying,
credit
look,
for
you know they're coming for it. Ball security is
what is it,
paramount.
showing some
So they worked
sportsmanship
on
and
that,
everything.
not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all
But at the
during
end of the day,
training camp.
the
Make sure
Bengals
when
got
you
the job
have it,
done.
tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere
And
you
from
turn.
this point forward, we can finally move on with the season, and so next stream, or next time I do Madden, it'll be next week at around this time for the semifinals, and then of course the Super Bowl will take place 2 days later on Sunday. I mean, of course, if plans change, I'll let you guys know. But I will be wrapping up the Madden season in quick fashion, just to make up for the time that I took when it came to when I got sick. If you guys remember, I got sick so bad, so it was not funny. But yes, next week we will be doing the semifinals in its entirety. But until then, let's take a look at the stats, and we're going to do a raid today. We're going to do a raid, especially for those of you that are here. Joe Burrow, without question, had the better game. 3 touchdowns to nothing. I mean, he also had the yards and the completion percentage. I mean, what more could you ask for? Then you had Joe Mixon getting a rushing touchdown. And then, of course, Jamar Chase, 7 catches, 154 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Toad also, well, myself, TJ Toad, got a touchdown myself. Wow. Taylor Decker, that's a guy that I would have not expected to give up 3 sacks. He gave up 3 sacks. And that was just part of the reason that the Lions just didn't do so well, unfortunately for them. All right, so 3 guys have tied for the most tackles. But the guy that got all 3 sacks, Trey Hendrickson. I mean, this guy was killing them. Like, he was stopping the run, and then he was getting quarterback sacks as well. And he also had a forced fumble, too. So, yeah, Trey Hendrickson really stepped up his game, man. But you talk about stepping up one's game. We look at Patty Chase. She has a field goal and 4 extra points. So it's 3 plus 4. That's 7 points is what Patty is responsible for. And here's another stat. It's always a good thing when your punter doesn't have to punt. So the fact that Patty's name is not even on this, that's actually a good thing. Although for Jack Fox, 71 yards on 2 punts, that's not bad. Not bad at all. But, I mean, he did his job, but unfortunately, the Lions just could not get anything going. But with that, Cincinnati moves on, and they have a date against the champs, the defending champions, the Dallas Cowboys. So I want to say thank you for those who came in. Okay. You want TJ? Wait, what? I think you meant to say I won, TJ. Yeah, I won, but hey. It takes more than just, it takes more than one player to win a game for you. I mean, it takes a team, It takes a team. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send in, hang on a moment. Oh, not a problem. Oh, text box. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Let me do this for okay. All right, here we go. Let me put the stream. This is AJ's stream. So we're gonna rate AJ for those of you who are on this one and not on AJ. So I'll see you over there. But from now, I'll see you tomorrow for the Superstar Rumble. But until then, have a good night, everybody. Okay.